All right, let's do a real quick tech talk here. We're getting there. We're almost ready for a full live um, production, streaming. I got all 4 cameras set up here. There we go. We're doing the ATEM SDI Extreme ISO. We're going to be shooting in 1080p. This is a very expensive, very expensive converter to hook it up to the TV. So I have all 4 cameras. Let me go through what I have here. My flagship camera here is the FX6. Can't tell you how happy I am with it. When you got a camera that you could actually do a production and possibly Netflix will accept it. Of course, you got to be good enough to do that, right? Shooting S Cinetone helps out. This is the base of this is a Sachtler, and we'll be getting a power zoom for this for the live broadcast, and then the rest of the zoom, the lenses are going to be anamorphic cinematic lenses for productions. All right, moving along here. We have, do not underestimate the power of a camcorder, especially the Z200. The Z200 is basically the baby brother of the FX6. That's a full frame camera, as you can see. Bigger sensor, high dynamic range, shallow depth of field. However, this is a smaller sensor. Probably the biggest thing that people don't like about it is that it doesn't have shallow depth of field. You can actually do that in post in DaVinci Resolve. So pretty simple. I can do isolated recording. Those who don't know what ISO means in this context is that I can hit record, and every channel, every input, I only have 4 cameras right now on it, will be recorded individually as well as the cuts. So that'll be captured, and we'll be able to do some post editing. Quite often, a lot of times what you're going to encounter people is that there's things you didn't want for the whole world to see, but yet you insisted on being live. And then there's also things that got missed, and you can add that later for the post-production. Another thing that we can do is, I'm going to show you here, is the Magwell. It's not hooked up yet. I say Magwell, but I'm told it's Magwell. Magwell is it's the ability, it's an encoder, and that encoder can go, I can upload to, with just this one encoder, I can hook up to 6 of your platforms: Facebook, YouTube, X. Do I still have to say formerly known as Twitter? I'm not sure. Anyway, and then of course, the ATEM will broadcast. I can also broadcast to or stream to another one, maybe your website. So technically 7 of your platforms will receive simultaneous live streaming. So I'm going to go through some more stuff. We have, this is for the podcast, just for traveling. Did I get that properly? Yeah, there we go. And I'm going to break down some tutorials on how to operate these things to those of my fellow photogs out there and cinematographers. But pretty exciting. And we're about to pop the clutch on some live streaming. Also, getting some new bleach muslin for lighting for interviews and the podcasts, as well as just lighting up an auditorium. Sometimes you get a banquet hall that you need to raise the lumens or the candles, depending on what school of thought that you're from. So, pretty excited, and to be continued.